What is going on, fam? It's your boy Sydney and Mrs. Nikki Gardner over there. Today we're going to be cleaning out our garden beds, get them all cleared out, get ready for the fall season. While we're doing that, we're going to be starting some seeds for the fall garden. But first, we got to take care of the animals.
That's my favorite girl.
This one is Peaches. She's so sweet. She's the only girl that actually lets us hold her.
She's got these pretty eyelashes. This is my favorite girl.
And I'm doing something bold by holding her with short sleeve shirt on.
She's a good girl. Yeah.
When you finish that, don't let the Top Gun crew out until all the people been, because they just get in the way, especially when we're moving it, because today's moving day. All right, while she does that, I'm gonna take all of their feeds out to different animals and get them all taken care of. We'll start with our young American breast that's eventually gonna be our part of our new flock and part of our meat bird edition. So Mrs. Nikki Gardner stopped me because she don't want to mess up her routine, or she wants me to show her routine that she normally does with them.
Well, I'm trying to have friendly American breast birds, so that comes with being hands-on. And hey, baby. Hi, baby.
We got a lot of roosters in this pack.
These ones I would sell if somebody wants them, or they're going to be tasty meat. See, I got most of them to where they barely flinch when I'm touching them.
And we figured out we had a mixture of 10-week-olds now.
This coming week it'll be 10 weeks, 8 weeks, and 7 weeks.
Okay. So about 4 more weeks, we'll be able to transition these into the larger flock.
Another thing I love about this bird is that they're really smart. They have acclimated to the routines like very quickly.
That one right there is our oldest one. She is going to be retiring this month. Would y'all move? Y'all not starving. Ow! What? You hit me? You hit me?
Every day.
Huh?
Every day that one bites me.
You a biter? Ooh! 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 Hey, you need to calm down.
She makes me mad.
I'm gonna put you with the other girls over there. Y'all are so crazy. I'm not sure if y'all can see that over there. It's like some type of water bird, a swan or something that just came into our pond area. They're over there with the Top Gun crew, and I heard them just squawking real loud. It seems like a lot of the wild animals love to be with our Top Gun crew. We have our neighbor's duck that likes to go around with them, I guess because they also know when it's feeding time. It's funny because right when we give them snacks, they're coming right behind the rest of the crew and be like, okay, let's go eat. So what we're doing here is doing a fermented bucket of feed for our animal. This one will be for tomorrow. This one will be for Tuesday. Today is Sunday, so this will be for Monday. This will be for Tuesday. And we just kind of rotate it like that.
In the summer, we do a 2-bucket system because of the heat that we have here and it ferments so fast. And then in the winter, when it doesn't ferment as fast, we'll do a 3-bucket system. That's just what works for us here.
And then with that, we will put the water covered about at least a minimum of 2 inches above the feed. You could use any type of feed, from the crumbles to the mesh to the pellets. It doesn't matter. Just put it up to about 2 inches, a minimum above the feed. Stir it up. Don't close the lid completely. Just allow the lid to kind of close to allow the gas to be able to escape, and you'll get a nice fermented feed that provides a good gut health for your animals, and that allows them to break down and gets more nutrients ingested into them.
And don't worry about any like ants or bugs crawling in, because it's just extra snacks for the chickens. They like it.
Yeah. Our new Welsh Harlequin ducks have integrated very well with the old Welsh Harlequin ducks, and I like the fact that it wasn't as long as it was with our first ducks, because that was a headache in itself. But they seem to, these are our original ones right here. Those two are the 2 new drakes, and then we got 3 other drakes over there. Now that's one of the bad things about hatching out your own eggs, is because you get a 50-50 chance that you'll get either a rooster, drake, a gander, tom, whatever it may be. For some reason, those will increase once you're hatching out your own egg. The good thing about the Welsh Harlequins is once they hatch out, they're they're easy to sex between a drake and a hen. That is one of the main reasons why we love raising Welsh. We just couldn't get rid of our drakes. We were trying to get it to people where if they purchase 3 hens, they get a drake for free, just to try to get rid of a lot of our drakes, but nobody will take them. It's good to at least have 1 drake per 8 hens, just like with even with chickens. With geese, I believe it's a lot. It's small. I think you want a gander per every 4. Some geese even mate for life. That's their partners for life. Those drakes is going to wind up going to freezer camp, and we're just going to be possibly sending those off to the new grocery stores that we're a part of, or co-op stores that we're a part of. We're a part of, if you're in the Lamar County area or the Paris City, we're at the Paris grocery store now. Some of our products is over there. And if you're in the Cooper area, we got some of our products over at the Vetch store as well. What's it called? Vetch, okay. We're not completely done with our morning chores, but the humidity was pretty high. We had to just come in and take a drink. And how we hydrate and put some electrolytes back into our body is we use some of this Redmond Real Light. Actually, they changed their name now to Hydration or Hydrate. But when you pour in this little packet here, we'll put 2 of these, or they have the scoops. You can put 2 scoops of here.
3.
Or 3. and then we'll use the Keurig as the hot water, because otherwise, once you put this in cold water, it gets clumped up and it's going to be hard to kind of mix it. However, when you put hot water, it's easy to break up and mix it all together. We'll put some ice in here and some additional cold water in here and mix it in there, and we'll keep that into the refrigerator so that way whenever we need to come back in to hydrate, we have some nice cold Redmond Real electrolyte to hydrate our body. Once you feel yourself dehydrated, you're already a little bit too late, so you need to get as many electrolyte back into your water. With the Redmond Real Light, they have natural unrefined salt in it, and it just put that back into your body from losing all the salt from the sweat off your body, because it has over 60 trace minerals in here: magnesium, boron, potassium, calcium, zinc, all of that into there. If you're interested to see about getting you some of this, we'll put the link in the description down below, and if you use our affiliate code, you get a discount checkout, so go check that out. All right, now that the animal chores is completely done, now we can take our energy and focus on this garden. We got a lot of weeding to do and remove a lot of the things that it's time to go, because now we got to start planting and getting this garden situated for the fall. This row I already had weeded out through here. This one we got to really heavily weed out and put some cardboard and some mulch on here. Need to pull up these marigolds. The marigolds was a good companion planting that we did with our tomatoes. Most of the tomato rows we had companion plant with marigolds along with some basil, just to kind of ward off the tomato hornworm. However, we definitely have to get a different kind of marigold, because those just bushed out very huge and just took over a lot of the spaces.
This is the preferred size I like to get my whole pickles at for pickling a whole pickle.
This is one that you don't want to get this big, but the Mrs. Nikki Gardner thinks she's going to be able to make a spear pickle out of this.
I don't think. I always make spears out of those.
So this is a mum that we planted last year. On the previous video we talked about this one. I think I'm going to pull this one out and put it in a container. That way when next year fall comes around, probably even this fall, it should be blossoming out real well and just looks very beautiful. These hot banana peppers, we're done with them, or you still want them in there?
You can take them out.
Okay. You want me to harvest them?
Whatever's left on there, yeah.
How did you feel about these this year?
I feel like they're okay. Like they made up for when I let them go to orange, because this was the spicy one. They kind of supplemented me for not having enough jalapenos, but if I would have had as many jalapenos as I wanted, I wouldn't have a need for them.
What I think we should try to do is make some pickled banana peppers, hot peppers.
And the reason that I'm not for that is that I still have some pickled banana peppers that you just never snacked on from last year and the year before. My thing that I want to do is I have a bunch of pears that I'm about to harvest, and while I am planning to do that as a caramel pear sauce that tastes really good with meat, I'm thinking that with the hot and spicy banana peppers that we have, that I may do a spicy pear jelly and try that.
Now normally I would just I wouldn't pull the whole plant up, but I don't have my saw and I don't feel like going to get my saw, so I'm just pulling the plant up and just discarding it. We're going to put it in our compost pile. Normally, like I said, we'll cut it as the stem of the plant as close to the ground as possible. That way when it breaks down, it's going to be able to feed all the good microorganisms that's in the soil. But I don't got time for that. I need to get all of this up and ready. So the missus and I, we got a lot done today. A lot of breaks, because even though it was in the mid 90s, today was the first time in about 45 days where we didn't reach triple digit weather. I mean, it was still in the mid 90s. I'm not sure what the heat index was, but it was very comfortable. We cleared out all the aisles of the rows of the beds. We were going to water, but since we got this possibly rain, I don't think it's going to rain here. It kind of drizzled a little bit, then went off. Not sure how much we're going to get from this possible rain, so we're just going to leave it as is. And then tomorrow, if it doesn't rain, we'll water, because we're scheduled to water anyway on a Monday. But all in all, I think that looks pretty good. We'll start allowing the basil go to flower and start collecting the seeds. We got, I think this row right here will be the row for our collards. And then these peppers will be put into containers, and we'll just overwinter those. This one right here is a red, that's a California, that's a yellow, and that's a Bertha one. So we'll have different variety of peppers for next year. We will be starting some artichokes this month. It was definitely a lesson learned on with the lemongrass, how much it took over that artichoke bed and kind of just killed all of those off. So we'll be starting another set of artichokes and won't crowd this bed as what we did last time. We'll probably just only have 4 in this bed alone. So I think we're at a point where we can call it a day. This garden has came through a lot. At the beginning of the year, we didn't think we were going to have a garden, and we were able to pull so many tomatoes, cucumbers, and peppers out of here. It was just amazing. If you want to see a garden tour where we were harvesting a lot, we'll put that off to the side and also in the description down below. Until the next video, let's grow together.